Ever since a Lego Ninjago movie that came out in 2017, a lot has changed in the Ninjago series itself. The ninja look different and they brought back a lot of different villains without any real explanation. I am going to be remaking the Ninjago movie and making it more canon to the show and making it so it picks off from season 7 and kinda connects it to season 8 and answering some of the questions we have about things like Spinjitzu and why the ninja look different. Now before I do start the video, the script that I've written so far will be linked in the description down below if you guys do want to check that out. When this video comes out, it's probably not done, but you guys can add comments on the Google document and just give me a few more suggestions. So the story starts off after season 7 and it's only a few months after season 7, so not much has changed. We know at the end of season 7, Sensei Wu does sacrifice himself to save the ninja, and as a result he is stuck in the whole time portal. The movie starts out with Kai calling Cole and asking him where he is. So we see Cole rushing back to the Temple of Air Jutsu, which at the time is their base. So we find out that Kai is calling Cole because Zane is about to beat his new record in the video game. Lloyd states that ever since Wu left, they hadn't had any time to be actual ninja. And as soon as he says that, Gil Gossip reports that there's a threat at the Ninjago bank and that they need the ninja's help. Zane looks this guy up and apparently his name is Tempest. They have to go now. So while they're driving to Ninjago, of course they have to do a raise, and the last one there is a rotten egg. So we've got to Ninjago City and them arriving at the bank. Tempest asks everyone to get down and he's robbing the money from the bank. As soon as he says that, the ninja walk in. People start cheering, but Tempest doesn't really like that and tells everyone to stop cheering for them. While he's doing that, he shoots a portal gun at the ninja, obviously missing. The portal that he opened looked like a dimension called Chima, which is also another Lego theme, and we already know that Ninjago is canon to Chima, so this makes perfect sense. Of course, the ninja wouldn't know that at the time, but they're in shock that this guy just opened a portal right next to him. Of course, Jay thinks it's cool, but Tempest has enough of it, and he shoots a portal towards Zane, as well as Cole, causing them to teleport to a mysterious area. The ninja are in shock after that, and Lloyd shoots his sort of energy ball at Tempest, but Tempest opens up a portal for himself and just walks right into it. We see Cole and Zane falling from the sky, and they land in what seems to be a kingdom. They are automatically greeted by what looks like a rock. So this dimension that they're teleported to is the Unikingdom, and I know not many people are a fan of the Unikitty show. I think it would be really cool that they teleported to different realms and just different Lego ideas. And if you guys don't know who Brock is, this is a picture of what he looks like, and he's in the Unikitty show. So he greets them and asks them where they come from. Zane says that he comes from a place called Ninjago, and if that's nearby. Brock obviously says, I've never heard of it, but you must have traveled a long way. And Cole responds, well, we were just teleported here by a guy called, and Brock continues with Tempest, knowing who he is. Brock says that he can't help them and runs away. Then we cut back to Ninjago with the ninja just being really shocked. So they're just talking about it, and obviously they would be shocked because they just saw 2 of their ninjas just teleport to a random realm. But the whole point of this segment is them trying to find a way to bring the ninja back. And Jay, being sarcastic, says portals. Surely that's in one of the books in the library. So Lloyd actually says that they should go check. The book states that not too long ago, a young man named Tempest was banished to another realm for causing mayhem in Ninjago. Ever since his banishment, he never found a way back, and many presumed that he was stuck there forever, but he did have a son here in Ninjago. Kai cuts off Lloyd and says that he might be continuing his father's legacy. The ninjas seem to agree, but while they're discussing, the ground shakes, and guess what? Tempest is back. I hope I'm not interrupting anything, and he shoots a portal right at Kai and Lloyd, teleporting them to another realm. Tempest states that he has 2 down. And as seen in Hands of Time, Nia and Jay did use their powers together to sort of electrocute the snakes, and that's what they do to Tempest here. But then Tempest states not so fast there and shoots a portal at the remaining ninja, which are only Jay and Nia. So it cuts back to Lloyd and Kai in a mysterious city. Where are we? Says Lloyd. They don't know, but this is definitely not Ninjago, and they see a police walking by. Lloyd says that there are people here and we can ask them what this place is and where we are. And now it cuts to the other 2 ninja in an abandoned city. Obviously, Jay and Nia, because that's the only two left. So this scene starts off with Jay asking where they are and what this place is. Nia looks around, seeing nobody in the city. Jay states that it can't just be abandoned, and they obviously try looking around to see if anybody's there. Jay obviously screaming hello right after that, and there's just an echo filled throughout the city, and Nia finds a sign saying that they're in a place called Makohiro. Now it cuts back to Cole and Zane, and they're just looking around and admiring the place before they are interrupted by someone named Puppycorn, which is Unikitty's brother. And Zane asks what this place is, and Puppycorn says it's Unikingdom. Duh, like that was an obvious answer. Cole, being confused and sorta talking in a different tone, asks Unikingdom. Cole and Zane are confused, and Puppycorn assumes that they're not from around here. They talk about how they were just teleported by a guy named Tempest, but Puppycorn doesn't know who that is. He asks where they're from, and they respond with a place called Ninjago, and asks if it's nearby. Puppycorn says that he's never heard that word before, and says he would ask someone if they know. Puppycorn screams, anybody know a place called Ninjago? And obviously nobody has. And now it cuts back to Lloyd and Kai. Lloyd sees a police officer and asks him where they are. A person named Duke Detain responds. This is the main character in Lego City, and they're obviously in the Lego City realm. He tells them that they're in a city and doesn't respond with a name, as he thinks that a name for a city is quite stupid because it's just called Lego City. I'm gonna have to take you guys into the station for a quick statement. Lloyd and Kai disagree, and as soon as Duke turns his back, they use air jitsu to get on top of one of the towers. And now it cuts back to Jay and Nia, and they can't find anybody in the entire city. So they figured it's abandoned and they need to find a way to communicate with someone, or else they will be stuck there forever. We are cut back to Ninjago, where Tempest is just hurting more innocent civilians, and Samurai X shows up. Samurai X, at the time being Pixel, but we wouldn't know that until season 8, gets shot by a portal gun, obviously by Tempest. One key thing to remember here is that previously Wu had left a teapot in the mech, and that's something to keep in mind throughout this movie. So Samurai X is actually teleported to the abandoned city with Jay and Nia. This is cool to see because Nia did have that sort of interaction with Samurai X in the end of season 7. Jay starts fighting her thinking that she's a villain, but Nia quickly stops him and tells him that this is probably the new Samurai X she had been telling him about, and they agreed to form an alliance and help each other get out of this realm. So just throughout this movie, they are just looking for a way to get out, and they meet all these characters in these realms. Obviously Jay, Nia, and Samurai X didn't, because at that time that city was abandoned since the Lego Bionicles theme was cancelled a few years ago, and it would just make sense for an abandoned city, and it's different compared to the other realms the other ninjas were teleported to. But like I said, throughout the movie, they're just trying to find a way back out, and they meet new characters along the way. Eventually, they use Wu's teapot to teleport them back into Ninjago, but something does go wrong, and the ninja, while going through the portal, start changing. They start forgetting some stuff that happened in the past, including air jitsu. On top of that, their looks change. They start changing from what they look like in season 7 to what they look like in season 8. But while the ninja were gone, Tempest was collecting enough money to buy something that would help him defeat the ninja, and that was a portal mech that would open portals randomly, and he would be able to hop through different portals whenever he wanted to. We get a cool scene with the Samurai X mech going against his mech. And after he defeats the Samurai X mech, he does try using a portal to get away, but one of the ninja has to make a sacrifice in order to get on that mech and actually defeat him. Throughout the movie, Tempest's main goal is to try and get his father back and to reunite with his father and take over Ninjago, but the ninja are trying to stop him here, as they think that with that much power, they'd be able to take over Ninjago forever, and they didn't want that to happen. Usually Zane makes the sacrifices in the show, but in the movie, it would be someone else. And of course, you guessed it, it is Lloyd. Ever since Wu got lost in time, Lloyd has been trying to be the new leader and has been trying to lead the ninja team. So this sacrifice does make sense. We see Tempest and Lloyd going through different realms while they're fighting in the mech. Eventually, Lloyd does trap Tempest in a random realm. This is ironic because the same thing happened to his dad and how he was banished in another realm as well. We know that Lloyd doesn't really die from the sacrifice, but at the end, he does go through a lot of pain and he barely makes it out alive. And Lloyd goes back into Ninjago. We see a scene where he talks to Sensei Wu and how he wants him to come back and how he's never going to be the real leader that Sensei Wu was. Sensei Wu tells Lloyd that he's doing more than Wu could have ever done for the ninja team. And Lloyd wakes up. And the movie does end after that, but there is a post-credit scene where we see a baby laugh in the after-credit scene. As we know in Season 8, this is Wu, but at the time of the movie coming out, we wouldn't know who he was. I think this cliffhanger is perfect for Season 8, and it does solve most of the questions that we're still asking Ninjago creators to this day. Things like air jitsu, and why the ninja just look different, and we got a canon movie which fits perfectly with the show. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like. This did take a long time to write. And like I said, the document will be linked in the description if you guys want to see the script. And you can add comments and let me know what you guys would change. I might do a follow-up to this video using your suggestions, or I might do the same thing for like season 16. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5,000 before 2022. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vid.